Viewer discretion is advised.
What is going on, y'all? Welcome to a brand new video on the channel. Today we're back with Train Simulator 2020, and if you guys do remember, about a month or two ago we did a scenario on the Sherman Hill where we were trying to deliver some cement hoppers and we ended up derailing at the end. Well, I ended up whipping up a custom scenario here that we're going to be dragging that train back to Laramie, and we are just going to kind of be like rescuing it for the most part. We're going to be using an EMD GP30, and we're just going to rescue this train, take it back to Laramie, and that's going to be the end of it. I might go in for a part 3 and kind of bring them a new batch of cement hoppers, but I haven't figured it out yet. I've actually had some issues trying to make this scenario, so it's not like how I want it to go, but it's good enough for how I have it set up with all the issues and everything like that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start the scenario, and let's go ahead and rescue that train. Alright, so here we are at Laramie. We're coming up on Cement 1. Here's our GP30 Union Pacific number 720. Looking super spectacular. Check it out from the rear there. Looks nice. Not sure why they have a number board down here in the number board area, as you guys can see with the 720, 720. And then just up above it, it says UP 720. I don't know, that's just something that they did. But we got a train on the track over here, so we probably shouldn't be wasting any time. Let us go ahead and set our throttle. Let's go ahead and release our brake. Put on our bell. And sound the horn. We got wipers, we got a cab light, instrument lights. We got headlight for the rear, which we're not going to need. We have a 10-mile-an-hour zone over here, so we can put the beacon on since we are doing a rescue. That beacon flashing looks super nice. So this is the era before ditch lights, so we don't actually have ditch lights on this train. But there is that train right there. As you guys can see, you got some personnel, emergency crews, all that. Just making sure everyone's okay. Got an ambulance in case one of the crew members was injured or whatever. So there is that train that we ended up taking before, that we tried backing into the cement place, or the cement, the cement place, and ended up derailing. So, and today we are just going to go rescue it because we ended up derailing it. So let's go ahead and get the independent brake up here. Turn on the bell for the crossing. We're going to try to do a safety stop here sooner or later. Now we're on a maximum of 10 miles an hour. Even though it says we have 10 miles an hour here, we're actually on a maximum of 10 miles an hour all the way to Laramie. Alright, there we go. Safety stop is a thing. Let's go ahead and turn that bell off. Let's go ahead and power it up real quick. Try to hook on. Maybe. A couple more feet. Keep it coming. Good hook. Alright, let's put the brake on. Alright, so we're hooked on. All the air is good. Looks like the crew members are inside that cab as well, so we're going to be pulling them back. So let's go ahead and set the reverser to reverse here. Headlights are going to go to bright on our rear locomotive here. So there we go, right there. And yeah, as you guys can see, we got some cranes over here. I got some emergency personnel, possibly like Union Pacific crews in that pickup truck over there. I know it's not fit for the era that we're in, but that's the only like vehicles I had to work with and stuff like that. So we got our two GP, I believe they're 60s or something like that, 50s or something like that, 40s, I'm not quite sure. And then we have our long string of cars. Then we have some cement mixers over here, since it is a cement plant that they're just kind of stuck. Wait, and then we have a loaded coal train over here with the same unit that we have trailing, and then a Union Pacific SD45 leading. So let's go ahead and get on out of here. just so we're not keeping that coal train waiting any longer. And as you guys can see, it wants us to stop at Laramie Track 9. For some reason, there's an issue with one of the switches over there, so I can't actually get to Laramie Track 9. So I'm not quite sure what the deal is with it, but there's just an issue with one of the switches at Laramie, the first one coming in to Laramie. So we are just going to have to kind of deal with what we have for the most part. And we're just going to have to run it to the main line. And then once we get on the main line, we'll go ahead and end up stopping it. But yeah, I figure this would be kind of a fun scenario to do. And we're currently exiting the cement plant on a clear indication. So that's good. That is good. We don't want to keep that train waiting any longer, so we're just going to have to keep it a maximum, a maximum of 10 miles an hour throughout the entire line heading up there, since train did derail. They want to make sure that there's no issues with it or anything like that. So they should have had that coal train go in front of us, but it must not be a priority train. I don't know. I do not know. But we do got 3 units for this. We got a GP30, and then that signal is still showing restricting for some unknown reason, so it must not be for us. But yeah, this is actually, I think, our first time actually going long hood forward. And what long hood forward is just basically the long hood of the locomotive is actually going in the direction of travel, and the short hood, which is this side, is facing the opposite direction. So that is what long hood forward is. It's basically was a standard practice on the Southern Railway, and I believe it's the Norfolk and Western Railway, because they had a lot of high hood locomotives, and mainly the Southern Railway, and the high hood locomotives made it so it was long hood forward for the most part. So this was technically more of a practice on the Southern Railway. A lot of other railroads didn't do it, but on occasions they do. I've seen Canadian National do it a lot. Norfolk Southern has as well, and stuff like that. But for the most part, it was just mainly Southern and Norfolk Southern. So let's go ahead and start speeding it up here. I believe we're still trying to get off that plant, which looks like we're just about off of the plant there. So that train should be following us here at any second. I believe he ended up stopping way back there so he doesn't trip the grade crossing for the most part. So yep. Alright, I do believe I see the signal for Laramie. But we are at a 10 mile an hour zone, so I'm not going to go too fast. Let's go ahead and turn off that beacon. I don't want to blind these guys that are just kind of sitting in that second locomotive getting dragged by us. Now, I'm not quite sure why they didn't actually let them run on their own. Unless there's an issue with the engine, that's why the 10 mile an hour maximum restriction speed. But they could be out of diesel from waiting too long. I don't know. I do not know. I just do know that we got a call to rescue them, and that is what we are doing. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a great day today. I do. Hope you guys are having an awesome week as well. I gotta say, I do really enjoy driving for Amazon and delivering packages. It's a very fun job. I do have to say so myself. But yeah, let's actually go with the issues and stuff. I was actually trying to start this at the end of Laramie, so let's actually check on the map here. So we're over there. I was actually trying to start it right here at this signal, but for some reason, anytime I would, it would already say that this train is coupled onto me already, even though I was not even at that location. It would say that this train is already coupled on, and that to go back to Laramie Track 9 and stop. Which it wasn't coupled on because it was still sitting over there at the cement plant. So I don't know what the issue was with that. And then once I got into Laramie, that signal over there ended up not the signal, the switch wouldn't work, so it would just stay locked in the position heading towards the main line. And we are speeding, man. But yeah, it would just stay locked in the position heading towards the main line, which I never understood. So, but as you can see there, it is locked on a clear indication. So we're going to be entering Laramie on a clear. There we go. 13 won't kill anyone. 20 might, but 13 won't. And it's just going to keep going down from there, so. But yeah, it's just going to get locked onto the main line. And, yeah, I don't know. I just don't know if I did something wrong or if it's because Sherman Hill's difficult route to create scenarios on. I don't know. Personally, I've created a few scenarios before, but it was never really this complex as to where I had to go switch out, drive to a location, switch out, and then drive back for the most part. I mean, yes, I did do that one with the UP GP38, but that was different. There wasn't as many switches that I had to deal with. But for this one, I'm not quite sure what the deal is, honestly. But we are coming up on that grade crossing over there, so I'm going to go and start sounding the horn for that. Alright, so there's that crossing. Luckily, we don't have that long of a train, so going 10 miles an hour is no issue. But we do have that clear indication right here. Oh, I can't really see it. Oh, we already passed it. Okay, we passed that signal, but it was a clear signal. And then, yeah, as you guys can see, it is locked up to head towards that approach over a restricting signal, which I don't even know what that signal is. But as you can see, we were actually supposed to go in the track between, if you guys can actually see out far there, there's a little caboose with a railroad train, or like a not a road railer, but like an intermodal train, piggyback. There's a track in between it, and then there's a track of just random cars and engines and stuff like that. We were actually supposed to go that way. Well, let's see if it'll change. Nope, it won't switch. But we were actually supposed to go over here. See if I can make it out that far. But yeah, we have this track over here of just random stuff. Amtrak E8 I tried putting in there as an Easter egg, but apparently we won't be able to go that way. Some stored hoppers. And we were actually supposed to be going on this track between this intermodal, or this piggyback, and this local. But we're not going to be doing that because we are actually going to the left over here, apparently. So there's still a restricting signal on that cement plant. So I'm not quite sure what the deal is with that, but we are heading towards that yellow restricting signal. And yeah, like I said, I'm not quite sure if it's something that I did wrong or if it's just something with the scenario. But there's a lot of scrap over here. Look at that scrapyard, guys. That's a lot of scrap. Damn. Oh, luckily these ain't going to scrap anytime soon from derailing, so that's a good sign. But I don't know, not sure. I feel like we're gonna have to stop at those signals over there, so we'll do just that for the most part. But yeah, that's one of the things about Long Hood Forward is that it's harder to see the signal. So if you're looking this way, you're the engineer, and the signal's on the opposite side of you, you're not going to see it. So it's up to your conductor to be alert and pay attention as well. Because the only time you're going to see it is when it's in view of you. But once that long hood covers up that view, you're not going to be able to see it. So it's up to your conductor to tell you exactly where to stop or where the signal is or whatever the case may be. So that's one of the... And plus, it's a little bit longer, so you're not used to it. You're used to that short hood, so you can just kind of stop, like, 0.3 away. But with the longer hood, it's harder to see. But it looks like we're actually going this way, so I'm not too worried about it. But there is a stop signal here, so I guess once we end up getting the entire train on this track, I'll end up just stopping this, or we'll end up just stopping the scenario. Now, oh, what is that? Wipers? Oh, nothing. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, no sunshades in this locomotive. We do have a couple different things here. We got like number board lights and class lights, which we can put on if you want. Platform lights, which these are your class lights right there. Those red lights. But we don't need those right now. But yeah, we will end up just stopping once the entire train gets on this track here. Because we're still leaving... No, we're not leaving the main line anymore. But we are still trying to clear that signal, so... But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Hope you guys do like these simpler, you know, scenarios where there's not much. It's just going from point A to point B, and they're a little bit shorter than the normal videos and stuff like that. But I do hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think, as well as if you guys do want to see me do one where we deliver to the cement, or deliver more hoppers to the cement plant to you know, kind of replenish them from the ones that ended up derailing and stuff like that. So I feel like we're almost... Okay, so we're almost there. But yeah, let me know in the comment section if you guys do want to see that. And let me know what Union Pacific locomotive you guys want me to use for that. More specifically to this era, so I don't want to use like a GEVO. I don't want to use an SD70M. SG60 Triclops would be fine. But I don't want to like go into like one of the newer ones like a SD70 Ace or anything like that. 90 Mac, no. Just kind of more specific to this area, like GP30s, GP38s, all that fun stuff. But I believe we are all on this track already. So let us go ahead and stop our train. Put the reverser in the neutral. Headlights go in a dim. We're going to stop. There we go. Alright, so... Well, actually, can we get to track 9 from here? Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Because if we can get to track 9 from here, that would be cool. So hold up. You're aligned. You're aligned. You're not aligned. You are most definitely not aligned. You are not aligned either, my friend. I don't want to go shoving in the back of a train. And you are aligned. I'm assuming that's 9, right? Yep. Cool. Okay, so we can actually take this thing down. Cool, cool, cool. I didn't know it was expecting to take us on a detour. I thought we were actually just going to go, you know. Cool, so we actually have that headroom to actually get back to our, or not headroom, but we have that route to get back to our track there, so that's cool. Or not route, the pathing. We have the pathing to get back to track 9. That is super, super cool. But yeah, so I actually kind of do like having periods where I don't have internet. I mean, as much as it does suck, yes. But I can actually get like quite a bit of content pre-recorded in that time frame. So I ended up getting like, I was just working on, you know, recording and stuff like that. So I ended up getting quite a bit of pre-recorded content out and everything like that. So I'm really excited about that. And you guys will see, of course, daily uploads for the foreseeable future. So just letting you guys know on that. And we'll actually just go 14. I'm not going to go too worried about 10. But yeah, here we go. Here's the surprise rail cars, or you know, the Amtrak E8 that was bad ordered, I guess. I'm assuming that it was either bad ordered or the Union Pacific actually purchased it. I don't see why they purchased it, but it was possibly just bad ordered, and it's waiting for an Amtrak crew to come take it. Got some Union Pacific cabooses here, just kind of chilling, waiting for their next assignment. And then once we come up here, we have a whole bunch of nothing but random hopper cars. We had a random one there, and then we just have some UP ones over here just waiting on their next assignment or stored or whatever. I'm assuming since all of these are the same ones, they're just kind of, UP just kind of stored them a little bit. But I guess either that or they're just waiting on their next assignment. They're trying to become a grain train. But if you guys do not know that signal that we passed, like Adrian, you're not paying attention, that was a signal. It was a restricting signal. So I seen it whenever we were switching tracks and stuff like that. So I'm not too worried about it. It was a restricting. But yeah, the whole deal with these, I'm assuming they're either stored or they're just waiting for another train to come take them as a grain train heading the opposite direction, or heading the direction we are. And that's only one of the two things I can think of. Because you can tell they're not brand new, because they're weathered and dusty and all that crap. But yeah, here we go. Here we go. So we got that Union Pacific local right there. We've completed the scenario successfully. And then we have that piggyback train to our side over here. Yeah, but it says to stop the train, but I guarantee you the scenario is going to end before we even stop our train. That one actually has a GP30B unit, so it's like a cabless unit for the most part. But yeah, I had a feeling it was going to do that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Take care. I'll catch you guys here on the next video. Make sure you guys follow me on social media as well as join the Discord server. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.